Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of A Version of the Truth by Jennifer Kaufman and Karen Mack, performed by Tanya Eby. Part 1. You Are What You Pretend to Be. Kurt Vonnegut, Jr. Prologue. I flunked the 2nd, 3rd, and 9th grades. In my heart, I knew I was dumb. No one actually said it. In fact, everyone went to great lengths to avoid the issue altogether. I wasn't dumb. I was simply the opposite of smart, which at the time meant slow, unfocused, undisciplined, and uncooperative. My mother used to insist that I had faulty wiring, as if I were some kind of dud appliance. I can't tell you how many times I wanted to quit. I finally did when I was 16. Instead of driving lessons, my mother agreed to let me get my high school equivalency. The fact of the matter is, we were both worn out. Like the way I felt when Frank, drunk as a skunk, flew off the highway in his F-150 supercharged Lightning and got himself killed. A witness described my husband's truck as skidding off the cliff into the ocean like a set of dishes sliding off a tray. I imagined him speeding toward home at midnight in his usual state of bonhomie, his Johnny Cash CD blasting away, his Hawaiian shirt whipping in the wind, and then, boom! All that hotshot charisma and sex appeal smashed to smithereens. It was rotten weather the next morning when the cops drove up to break the news. The rains came freakishly late in the early spring and then just hung around. Wet, sloppy streets, dead leaves, the sky the color of dirty dishwater. They must have thought I was a pretty tough cookie as they handed me the baggie with his personal items. His blood-stained address book, his wallet, his watch, and the change that had jangled in his pocket. I think they worried I'd gone into shock. But I'd already done that a few years back when the poison in our marriage lurked under the surface like a jellyfish. He was dead, and I wasn't mourning. I'm not a bad person. Really. It's just that I'm not the grieving widow. And that's not acceptable in our society, unless maybe you've murdered the son of a bitch, which I didn't. But as the therapist told me in our community center shortly after the funeral, when I confessed my lack of feelings, I was the epitome of freeway fantasy for divorcees and unhappy housewives. Here's how it goes. Your partner walks out of the house one morning, and shortly thereafter you get the call. The one you've been hoping for all those lousy years. It's clean, it's final.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?